Hey guys, it is the last day of May. Happy Memorial Day. Thanks to all those who have served for our freedoms. We're going to do a real quick tour of the garden. You see this? This means that the basil wants to flower. And if your basil flowers, it turns your basil very bitter. So I need to come through. I actually probably am going to come through and snip some of this off so that it keeps producing. But anyway, that's one way you can do it, is you can just pinch off that little area where it might flower and move on. This is actually backwards because I haven't moved it where I want it. So I'm actually going to rip this out. I didn't want this tree. This is a pain in my backside. Here is my voice. I'm not sick or anything. We worked our butts off yesterday on the barn that we are remodeling into a house for my mother-in-law, and I am just physically beat. We had to beat out the back wall, and some of it was put in with nails and some of it was put in with screws, and I am just beat. Anyway, so we have sage, parsley is, thyme, some dill. This here is all oregano with maybe some basil. Don't know. That's kind of funny. Nah, that may be oregano. It just looks different than the rest of it. Yeah, it's oregano. I don't know. Whatever. Mint, chives, cilantro, rosemary. I don't have a whole lot of rosemary, but Then I have all these new flowers. Now, why do they look so terrible? And the cat's food. This is why the flowers look so terrible. Not because of the cat. We got a torrential downpour this last week. I mean, it poured. So all of these flowers that were sitting here look so sad. It's okay. They will all come back and they will look great. I just need to get them planted. We bought them on Wednesday. Wednesday was the last day of school for my little one, and she and I went flower shopping. We have a crazy Petunia, a black cherry jam. We have, I can't get it turned around. A headliner night sky. Gorgeous. She wanted that so bad. This is a super Petunia latte. There we go. This one here is a phantom Petunia. So cool looking. This one is another super Petunia, but it's a Bordeaux. He looks terrible, but I promise you he's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ignore the cat food. This is a mini famous Uno red and yellow vine thing. Don't worry, I have fed the cat. The cat's food is underneath the basil, so that the basil would keep the water out. This just happens to be the last leftover from rain. This is a Artichokes fuchsia. So pretty. We bought a calla lily. Oh my gosh. Now this was bought on Friday night after we went and put flowers on graves. Then over here, we have a Prince Tut grass. He is so cool looking. Look at the little plume out at the top. Very cool. This is a Titan Icy Pink Petunia. No, Vivica. Or Vinca. I can't even talk anymore. I'm so tired. My box has issues because it got left out in the rain. That is a 1 gallon. Oh my gosh. Look how. It is a 1-gallon garden sprayer. Okay. Then we have this dude. It's a Petunia. It is a blue and white Petunia. To me, it looks purple, but hey, what do I know? And then we have Happy Hour Deep Red Portulacas. And last but not least, his tag got hidden. It is a Venti Dahlia, golden yellow. So pretty. My poor naked ladies. I think they have another name too, but they're not doing so well. They've been run over by a vehicle, oh gosh, 3 or 4 times now. One was yesterday. I have a lovely weed here that is growing that needs to be pulled. Ignore that. So I got my tomatoes planted. There are 15 on this side of the deal there. Plus we have 1 and 2 hibiscus. The older tomatoes are just doing so. I got a little excited, planted them a little too early. You know how it goes. The smaller tomatoes, they're doing pretty well. That guy, I don't know. We're just taking it as it goes and seeing what happens. Alright, we have 12 tomatoes over here. This little guy right back here, I don't think he's gonna make it. I mean, first year I've grown tomatoes from seed, so there's that as the thing. 1 more hibiscus. My rose is coming back like I didn't think it was going to, but it is. These were supposed to be black-eyed Susans. They were getting a little too big for their starters. I planted them in here. They're not doing well. Crap. That is hollyhock. Those are strawberry. Oh, shucks. I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm very tired, but I have 2 there. And there's actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're the same thing as that. It's a, oh my gosh. I can't remember. I got flower boxes going. So excited about these. We've got, oh my gosh, my brain is just, my brain. I'll tell you what they all are maybe if it comes to me. Anyway, we got the Arctic Fire dogwood here. I want another one. I think he's pretty. This was a hodgepodge of stuff in the house that needed to be planted in something. So we have, that's lavender right here. And then we have some purple coneflower. And some pansy brushstroke here. The lavender looks like it's doing pretty well because it was actually smaller when I planted it. That thing's doing pretty well. Again, those 3 planters were stuff that was in the house that just really needed space and time. They are all full sun, and they get their full sun in the latter part of the day. Then we have this dude. So pretty. I actually bought it at the farmer's market. Up here, I have, these are the flowers that my oldest got me for Mother's Day. And then I am obsessed with trucks. I love trucks in general. so I found this planter, and he was so cool. So I guess that must be a spring plant because all of them are kind of going away now. We have those. This was kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Again, for the same purposes. It needed room, and it's actually doing well. This particular one right here, I bought. Everything else I raised. That is my little one's mini sunflower. It's so cool. I need to come in and get rid of the nasty hanging down stuff. Another hodgepodge container trying to get stuff planted to see if it will go ahead and take off. My horse not cool. So happy. And then this is Miss Moo, my little one's planter. We have that planter, which is very monochromatic. Those two planters, whew, love them. Another hodgepodge of, hey, I need to get this planted. And we'll see what happens. It's got bachelor's buttons, and it's got Sweet William, and it has some evening primrose in it. I don't know. We're taking it as it comes. I'm gonna come through today and fertilize them again. There's this guy. He got beat up by the rain. I mean, we got it was almost 3 inches of rain. As you can tell from the picture earlier, actually, I think we got more than what was even in the picture because I forgot to take a picture right before I dumped it out. And my picture was taken the night before. And we got all of that in just a very short period of time. I don't know what I stepped on. So these are autumn torch Amaranthus. They're gorgeous in the summer and late summer, early fall. This is Salvia. This planter is planted just like the other one, although I really think it's doing a little bit better. These are all full sun plants. This is my little one's butterfly plant. I need to do a little more research. He was a full sun, I know that. That's why it got planted here. And then those strawberry things that I still can't remember the name of. We've got one over there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was all stuff I bought on sale last year that was almost dying at Lowe's. And it's coming back. Woohoo! Then I've got 2 more window. They're exactly the same as the other ones, however, in reverse. So this one on the other side is on the inside, and this one's on the outside. It's just... And then my little one's rosebush is also coming back, which is very, very, very exciting. It needs to be trimmed up, but I didn't think it was going to, as I didn't think the other rosebush was either.
What is that?
This is Citronella that I grew from seed. It helps keep away
bugs.
Plus, I got this cool tiki torch thing. And my little red, white, and blue setup. So we have kale, which isn't... It's very sparse and sporadic. We have onions, 2 rows. And then my carrots, which so need to be thinned out. It's not even funny. We came in and we added drip line irrigation, which is awesome. So this is the jalapeno bed. There are 17 plants, I believe, in the jalapeno bed. We lost one and then I found another one. But we actually have jalapenos growing. Look at that little guy, isn't he cute? So cute. This is the Zulu Peppers. Those 2 plants down there, and one's a flower, because I read that nasturtiums will help keep away aphids. They're an aphid attractor, so it pulls them away from your plants. So I planted them on every bed. They said that the only ones that don't need it are garlic, onions, any type of like that. So those two plants down there are not really doing anything, but look at the peppers. Look at that. I mean, that's a pretty good sized pepper right there. So, super exciting. The Zulu Peppers happen to be a Polish pepper that is less acidic than a bell pepper, but it kind of, you use it in the same general way. So, super, super excited there. My artichokes, holy crap, they finally took off. Now, I don't know why there's holes in the leaves. I don't know if there's bugs. I haven't found any bugs. So I don't know. It could have been the rain this last week. I don't know. But these guys here, they sat dormant. It felt like forever. I got so many weeds. If I could get an award for growing clover, man, I got that down pat. So ignore the clover. But we have another nasturtium, sorry. But anyway, the artichokes finally just took off. Like, they just sat dormant for so long. Here's the potatoes, and I actually need to come through and mound them up some more. It's a long story, don't ask. It's a sad story. The rain just beat them to heck. These are yellow or orange bell peppers, but I actually have, there they are, bell peppers on them. So exciting because, I grew these from seed. I've been with these guys for quite a while, and it's just so exciting. These are Poblano Peppers. I actually have a good size Poblano. I mean, look at him. He's good size. These are tomatoes. I don't know. I have one tomato. Ooh, right. Zoom in on it. Right there. But that's a tomato plant that I bought. Because I bought 3 tomato plants. That one and these 2. Because I wanted to try some varieties that I didn't have to grow just because I wanted to try some varieties. And anyway, they're the only ones with tomatoes on them yet. But I have 26 tomatoes just in the garden alone. And none of them, except for one of the 3 that I bought, are actually tomatoey. We have rainbow bell peppers here. They're not doing so well, but they love heat. And it has been so cold this month. It's still cold. I'm not sure. Then we have Swiss chard. Right there. And then these are tomatillos. They're probably planted too close together, but it is a raised bed, but there's nothing below it, so they can grow down, and they've got a lot of root growth, and you have to have more than one tomatillo to actually get tomatillos. So we have that. We have more potatoes, but again, I need to come in and mound back up. The rain just killed me and them and whatever. I have radishes and lettuces. And again, I think that rain, it was hard. I mean, it was raining so hard. We have rhubarb. So these 2 planters here were planted, and I forgot what they were, and they finally started coming up. So at least now I know. That is asparagus, and that is rhubarb. And I thought I put tags on them, but apparently I ran out of tags. So I need to come in and do that. My purple potatoes finally came in. And I don't really see much movement in this particular. In this one, this is also a purple potato, and you have to look really close because these are only planted, there it is, growth right there. These were just planted this week. I don't know, I'd have to look at my pictures. And then we have Yukon gold potatoes. They're actually coming up. Here in a couple weeks we'll have to add more soil to them to kind of keep them mounding up and going, but these are done in pots. Okay, we have pumpkin here and a pumpkin there, and then gladiolus here. So that's exciting.
You must use radishes.
The garlic.
I saw a little red radish. Here.
Oh, sure enough, we got radishes coming up. Then we have the garlic, which is doing really well. And then we have spaghetti squash, which was doing terrible and is now doing better. I have onions from seed. I have butternut squash. I have, no. I don't remember what those are. Give me a minute. This is a watermelon, and that is a watermelon. Oops, right there. This is cantaloupe, and I know I have some of this planted too close. I just don't have much choice. What are these? Oh, these are zucchini, both of them. It said to plant 2 of them per hill. I kind of gave a little space. I actually bought them. I didn't start them from seed. Then over here, I have more potatoes. It's a long story. Oh, I finally have some action going on here. Right there. These are French fingerling. This is a red gold. I don't actually see anything in there yet. This is a tomato that we're just playing with. These are French fingerling. We had French fingerling coming up over there. I don't see anything in here yet. And then this is more red gold. I don't see anything in here yet either. My marigolds are finally starting to marigold. We have Italian arugula that's doing very, very well. The habanero peppers. And then this is broccoli. It wasn't doing well in the starts, and so I just planted it in the boxes to try and get it out of the starters. I didn't have room in the garden. I figured I would put it here. If it worked, it worked. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And this is where we're at. So there is the garden tour for May 2021.